favor on terminal tradition to 210 degrees. I like my pumpkin spice lattes extra hot, so please comply with my request.
Extra hot is 170 degrees.
I'm sorry, does your job description entail arguing with your customers, thereby delaying the moment at which they receive the irresistible, nutmeggy sweetness of the extra hot, no foam pumpkin spice latte they've been thinking about all day? I mean, God!
Ma'am, what would you like?
She doesn't want anything. She wants you to start making mine extra hot, no foam pumpkin spice latte.
Right now, 210 degree, 25 shot, no foam, pumpkin spice, half calf, no foam latte, for Chanel.
You burned the milk.
Welcome to the grind. What can I get started for you?
You don't want anything, do you? I'll have a Trenton no foam 5-shot half calf, no foam pumpkin spice latte with no foam at 210 degrees.
First of all, that's really hot. That's 2 degrees below boiling.
I'm sorry, did I enter a wormhole to a universe where this coffee house does not possess the technology to heat my favorite on terminal tradition to 210 degrees? I like my pumpkin spice lattes extra hot, so please comply with my request.
Extra hot is 170 degrees.
I'm sorry, does your job description entail arguing with your customers, thereby delaying the moment at which they receive the irresistible, nutmeggy sweetness of the extra hot, no foam pumpkin spice latte they've been thinking about all day? I mean, God!
Ma'am, what would you like?
She doesn't want anything. She wants you to start making mine extra hot, no foam pumpkin spice latte.
Right now, 210 degree, 25 shot, no foam, pumpkin spice, half calf, no foam latte, for Chanel.
You burned the milk.
Welcome to the grind. What can I get started for you?
You don't want anything to...
Amari Moore, 35, severe blood force trauma. Pushed his son out of the way of the truck, took the hit for him. Refused a boarding collar. Wouldn't let us take him with the first wave of ambos. Barely got him out of there before they locked up the scene. Off-duty cop.
Dad, where are you going?
I have to go upstairs with the doctor.
I want to go.
No, I need you to stay here, people.
Came home from the gym.
All right, dude. What the hell was I doing? Oh yeah. Let's go ahead and farm a couple of these really quick. Oh my god. Damn, he fucking got me. I was screwing around. That's why I wanted to hop into one of these really quick to get my mind going again. Bro, this is one thing I hate about summertime. Like, I came home and I was like, alright, I am too tired to stream. Dude, what the fuck? Happy, what's up? Let me see. That's a good thing. Avoid stress. You really want to avoid stress, man. Avoiding stress will keep you in good health. Yeah, let's do a couple more.
貴様の資格を証明してみせろ。
I need to go to the doctor.
貴様の戦意に応えよう。
Oh my god, dude! Go sit your ass down. Okay. No. In American culture, it's not. So in American culture, the milestone birthdays, for me, like throughout the entire life, are the first birthday, 13, especially for boys. That's like, you know, my oldest son just turned 13, so I've been like teaching him how to use like power tools and all that stuff. You know, you kind of want to let your kid be a kid a little bit. But oh my fucking god, dude. Hello?
Hi, Christine.
Hello? Who's this?
Yeah, this call may be monitored, recorded. My name is Officer Khan.
I-
I'm calling you from Midland Credit Management. And you must be husband of Christine Aaron, right?
No. Who?
I have this number for Christian Aaron.
Okay, so the true milestone birthdays, in my opinion, like down to their core, are your first birthday, right? 16, because in America, that's when you can like start driving on your own. So your first birthday, 16, 18, 21. First, 16, 18, 21, 40, 50, 65. And the reason why I say ow. I know a lot of people are like, that hurt. Like 40th. Why would you say 40th? And I think it's... Oh shit. This is not... I need to set up my equipment. The reason why I say the 40th is because I believe that's when... That's like your true over the hill.
人間よ、貴様の資格を証明してみせろ。
No. I mean, it's definitely a birthday I think that people should celebrate, but I don't think it's a milestone. Those are just like my milestone birthdays, but I think real true milestone birthdays in America is 1, 18, 21, 50, 65. Those are like the birthdays that everybody celebrates. Your first birthday, everybody shows up for a baby's first birthday, right? 18, you're an adult. 21, you can drink, you can buy a firearm. You're classified a full-grown adult. Because there's like a weird area in between 18 and 21 where like you're an adult, but you're still allowed to act like a kid in some formats. But as soon as you hit 21, you're expected to act like an adult. And then 50 is your golden year, and then 65 is retirement. Those are like the birthdays that everybody celebrates. Everybody. But for me, it's the first birthday, the 16th birthday, because in America, that's when you learn how to, you can like drive and all that stuff. 18, because you're now legally an adult. Except for places like Alabama. Alabama's 19 for some reason, which is wild to me because, like, let's say you get emancipated at 17, or like you enlist in the army at 17 because you graduated high school at 17. Right? And the army ships you to California. You know what I mean? Like, are you allowed to vote? Because you're technically still a resident of Alabama. So are you an adult? Are you not adult? Can you not enlist in the military before 19 in Alabama? Like, that, it's weird to me. I think you were actually the one that brought that up, Happy, like 2 years ago. But for me, like I said, for me, it's the first birthday, the 16th birthday, because that's like, you know, when everybody, they're starting the transition from teenageness into adulthood. You know, they're taking on more responsibilities like driving, they can get a job, you know, all that fun stuff. And then 18, you're now legally an adult. 21, you can now drink and buy firearms. And then everybody I know celebrates their 40th birthday because, I mean, let's face it, it's just, you know, it's the age of gray hair. I don't really celebrate birthdays though, Happy, so you're kind of the wrong, I'm kind of the wrong one to be asking about that. I'm not a big birthday guy. I didn't have a lot of fun. I mean, I did when I was real young, but everything past like between like 10 years old and 25, I didn't really have a lot of good birthdays, dude. Most of my birthdays I was either in jail or incredibly intoxicated, or I was in, like, really, yeah, I don't really want to go into my childhood. But yeah, I've never really been like a big, even now, like as an adult, and this is going to sound kind of fucked up, like I really have to go out of my way to be, not out of my way, that was a poor choice of words. I really have to go out of myself to ensure that my kids have good birthdays. Just because, honestly, in my opinion, dude, your birthday is just another day. Like, I haven't had a birthday party in fucking 30 years, 35 years. I haven't had a birthday party since I was a young individual. The only times of celebration that I genuinely care about, Christmas, the 4th of July, Christmas, the 4th of July, Halloween, because it's the day after my wife's birthday, and my wife really loves Halloween, especially with the kids. She loves like making all their costumes and stuff, so I mean, I care about that holiday because it means a lot to her. And Thanksgiving is only a holiday that I recently started caring about. Up until I started having a family, I did not care about Thanksgiving because I was always in jail. I don't think I have anything against hallucination. damn it! I hate it how they can hit through my shit like that, man. Oh shit. Almost ran right by it. What? Oh shit, what is this a fucking... Oh, it is. Oh shit. Oh, you want a piece of this, huh? You gonna stick your little buddies on me? Oh, you little piece of shit. And you have plague? Okay, hang on, hang on. Hold that phone. Oh shit! Dude, there are so many of these guys. Oh my god, there's like 10 of them. And now that all enemies are dead, I'm gonna work my way down the line really quick. Why are you asking about birthdays though, Happy? Is your birthday... I know your birthday is right around this time period, isn't it? Dude. Why am I only getting 4 Lacrima?
一戦交えるつもりか。一戦交えるつもりか。
Alright, dude with the big sword, come on. Pow! Bone great sword. Yay! Hang on 1 second, Happy, and I'll catch up. Okay, wait, yes, it was. I mean, yeah, a lot of people do. There's a lot of people that consider 25 a milestone. Just because, and I know why too. It's because at 25, you're an adult. You know what I mean? Like, there is no more acting like a little kid.
貴様の戦意に応えよう。 I have 144. Damn. Winnie, what's up? Joe stores and other places, you know, they ask you, do you have their app for rewards? Yeah, I hate that because I feel like they're just trying to scam you into shit.
and I never use them enough to justify getting it. And Winterton! What's up, Winnie?
混沌の
¿Cuánto no lo sé? No, no,
今は奇跡を解放するための力が十分ではないよ
no. Okay, let me see.
もっと多くの奇跡を見つけてください
Should I do health or should I do stamina? Health or stamina? Health or stamina? Hell, I'm gonna go stamina. Yeah! What? What? Yeah! Alright, let me go see what I can level up really quick because... And then... Augmentua Gira. It's crazy. You probably don't know that fast food does that too. Yeah, I don't eat a lot of fast food. It makes me incredibly sick to my stomach. Yeah, I don't eat fast food that much at all just because it wreaks havoc on my stomach. 455. Oh my god. Let me see, how much dragon scale armor do I have? Dragon scale pauldrons is 1095. Ooh, bro, I might go dragon scale. Dragon scale gauntlet 494. Dragon scale is stamina damage increased by 10%, brutal attack damage increased 15%, brutal attack spirit accumulation 1, reflection offense damage 30% increase for 10 seconds. Ooh. Ooh, nah. I mean, right here I have frontal assault stamina damage increase 15%, frontal assault damage increase 10%, guard penetration 90%, assault damage increase 15%, after image thrust damage increase 20%. I'm kind of digging. The only other, I want the Crushed Dreams or Crimson Fiend would be a good way to go as well. Golden Helm is not a bad choice. And then, what is the other one? Oh, the Burnt Witch or whatever. The Drowned Witch. I want to get the Drowned Witch outfit. I kind of want to keep that. me see. Do I even have any more of the drowned witches shit? Ooh, yeah, we'll keep that. Ring of Sealed Chaos. I can get rid of that one. Ring of Sealed Earth. We'll keep that one. Get rid of this one. Let me see. I don't really want to keep the plague shit equipped though, dude. That's the thing. I want stuff that's going to increase my stamina and my health. And my damage output. I mean, I guess for now I can just equip rear assault attack damage, critical defense, composed damage increase. That doesn't sound bad. What is this? Imperial Officer's Spear. I mean, I guess I can keep that. Yeah, we'll get rid of that. We can get rid of that. We can get rid of that. Oh, wait. Okay, yeah. I don't need those. I don't think I need those either. I'll get rid of that. Oh, nope. The golden shit I do want to keep. Let's go see what this guy can make. Whoa! Alright, Executioner. Dragon Scale. Is this the Pauldron or... Okay, this is the outfit. Ashen Wolf, Deep Shadow, Crimson Fiend. Bro, I think Crimson... Oh, I'm not running a great sword, though. Night Guardian, Shredder. Frozen Mountain. I mean, I could go that route, essentially. Either Soul Eater, Fallen Lord. The Fallen Lord armor looks sick as shit. Let me see. I don't even know. I think the apps that I have are just for like the gas station and like the movie theater. Bro, I want to run this shit right here. I really want to. I want to get this get up going. The Drowned Witch. But I need to figure out where to get the witch's tentacles from. Yeah, Drowned Witch is what I want, is what I'm going for. Turn down for what? Let me go see what the jar guy has. I know my wife uses the McDonald's app a lot because she'll go get like breakfast and shit for the kids. Let me see, I have 25 out of 42, so that's what, 15. I need 17 more jars. My sexy little waifu, sexy little waifu. Super sexy waifu, super sexy waifu. So I need what, 280 more. Turn down for what? Let's go in here. Let's go see what this dude. Oh God. Oh yeah, I need to save up. I need 7 more. Let's go see what this guy has to offer us. Let's go see what kind of skill. Dude, I fucking dodged, man. Oh shit, I did not. What? What the hell? Oh. Okay, here we go. Oh, hey.
老者があんなこと火山さんそう不思議老者
Losha. Trying to think of I want to get into some Titanfall 2 tonight. Turn down for what? The gang's all here. Hey, buddy.
ランティモスの取り急ぎランティモス取り急ぎスカルペル渡したスカルペル渡した
ホスマのホスマホスマのホスマ
ロベリオン
Why is he not selling the fucking ring that goes with it, dude? That's bullshit.
混沌の今は奇跡を解放するための力が十分ではないようです。 もっと多くの奇跡を見
Yeah,
つ
I
け
need
てください
280 more. So 280, 220, 216 more. 216 more, and my spirit will be all the way leveled up. So I have a feeling that once there's something up there. Completed. Discovered.
Khazan 様、シバ他のシバンと特に二人
So my guess is, yeah, here we go. Oh shit. Bro, there's a soul stone over there. Damn it. They need to fix that shit. Because I'm tired of getting stuck in all these little pockets and not being able to get out, dude. That's ridiculous. Like, nobody figured that out. Oh my fucking god, dude. Dude, are you fucking kidding me? Oh my god, here we go again.
なんで俺たちを攻撃するんだ。
Where... Ooh. I think I only need 2 more soul. Aww. Sit down. Dude, why does it keep giving me those, man? Alright, let's see. Concentrated earth essence, what the hell? Okay, let's go see what we have. That was kind of a weird shortcut. The environments in this game are really damn cool. I've got to admit that.
がスカルペル様と一緒に戻ってきた。早く橋を下ろすぞ。
Nah, screw it. Hold on. Yeah, we're gonna run back to the crevice really quick. What time is it? Oh my god, it's already 10 o'clock. How many more do I need?
混沌の今は奇跡を解放するための力
Two more.
が十分ではないようです。もっと多くの奇跡を見つけてください。
混沌の持ち主をよ。
Ooh. What are these?
おお
Uh-oh. Here, get rid of first things first, hotkey, and of course we will try lightning, and then we will try, and then what next? Let's just leave it at this. Right here, and then let's go in.
万人たちどうか安らかに眠ってくれ。バーモン、私たちはとても大事なことをなすために行くんだ。
兄さん、まさかスカルペル将軍が俺たちを見捨てたわけじゃないよな。
そんなはずがないだろう。今回の検査うまくいけば全ては元通りになるはずだ。
兄さん、気をつけるんだよ。
すぐに戻るさ、バーモン。
兄さん、戻ってきたんだね。兄さんが無事で。ヨガ。
Oh shit, he killed his own brother, dude. What?
兄さん、一体どうして。大丈夫だよ。俺も兄さんと同じになれたんだから。
What the hell? That is wild.
ランティモスの取り急ぎ。スカルペ渡した。
ホスマのホスマ。
ロベリオン。
なんともうあなたにはズボン気になり。
Let's see. Damn, that's a lot for the witch's tentacles. And I think I'm gonna need more than that. Turned down for what?
Konton no 今は奇跡を解放するための力が十分ではないようです。もっと多くの奇跡を見つけてください。
Alright, I just need 197 more. Which ain't too bad. It's not too bad at all. Okay, let's see. What do we got up here? Completed. 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 And I'm missing a soul stone, but completed. Completed. I'm missing a jar and a soul stone. Speak to Blade Phantom to proceed with this mission. Well, looks like we are going here next. This is the next level area, but I'm gonna hop off here. As soon as I get to Alright, you guys. What is that? The brothers merged hands. Their hands came to rest against one another. Ew, that's weird. Yeah. Dude, I've got so much stuff on my plate right now. I need to get back to working on, because I've been slacking with the Lies of P Platinum. It drives me nuts because my friends are platinuming all these games, but they're easy games, dude. And it's like, I look at my platinums and it's like Elden Ring and Sekiro and Mortal Shell and shit like that. But some of them are also easy too, like Ghost of Tsushima and stuff like that. Yeah, for those of you that don't know, Ghost of Tsushima is an incredibly easy platinum. You pretty much play through the game and you get the platinum. But yeah, I still need to, in fact, let me see. Is my Lies of P disc still even in there? It is, okay. Yeah, I'm going to start working on that again tomorrow morning. But, oh yeah, it's already 10:15. I need to head to bed. But, let's see. I do want to check. No, how do I check? I can never remember how to do this. There we go. Okay, so I signed up for a closed beta for Where Winds Meet. Apparently they did this thing where in between the 9th and today, you went to the website and you could sign up to be invited to the Where Winds Meet. And we'll find out in the next week or so if I get invited to the closed beta. I'm clothing my fingers. I'm crossing my fingers that I get into the closed beta because this game looks really amazing and I would love to be a part of the closed beta for it. Wu Chang Fallen Feathers, I haven't really seen much ever since they did the trailer drop, or not trailer, the gameplay reveal at State of Play. I haven't seen anything else come out about it. No like estimated time of release or anything like that. It still says 2025 for most things. So if it does come out this year, I think it will come out in like November or something like that. It does look like it's going to be an amazing game. Wu Chang looks a lot like the way that the environment is detailed. It looks a lot like very detailed, like Lies of P, but very fast and free-flowing, like Sekiro, like a combat that meets Sekiro v God of War. You know what I mean? Like if you took a combat blend of Sekiro and modern God of War and kind of blended it together, that's like what it really reminded me of. Mind's Eye is a game that one of my one of you guys turned me on to, Mind's Eye, and I'm kind of excited for this one. This one comes out soon, in about a month and a half. Veda is another game I'm kind of excited for. It's like a low budget Souls-like. It looks very like The Surge meets Mortal Shell. Very interesting. Can't wait for this one, but there's no release date for it yet. Chronos, for whatever reason, I don't know why, but this game looks amazing, and I'm hoping I don't really know too much about it, and it's one of those games that I wish it was coming in VR, because from what I've seen of it, it looks like it's gonna be straight up eye candy. Like the graphics and like the world that it takes place in looks amazing. I've only seen a very short cinematic trailer. I haven't seen any gameplay or anything of it, but it looks very like almost like the world of H.P. Lovecraft, not the monsters, but like the world meets like a futuristic post-apocalyptic nuclear cyberpunk style of aesthetic. It looks really freaking cool. Yeah, as you can see with some of the images, it's like very like H.P. Lovecraft meets like Skynet. You know what I mean? Very cool looking. Very, very cool looking. Silent Hill F. You guys know I'm not a very big horror guy, but Silent Hill F looks amazing. And the Silent Hill 2 remake was a lot of fun. I had a lot of fun with it. I guess I'm more into like the psychological horror thrillers as opposed to like the gore horror games. Like what was that game, the Evil Inside, or Inside Evil, or what? I don't know, that horror game that Bethesda did. I don't really like the whole being chased by like a psychotic monster with chainsaw hands and stuff like that. I'm not really into that kind of shit. But Silent Hill 2 definitely was like the type of game where it did have me on the edge of my seat, especially when you first meet Pyramid Head. You know, I like that stuff right there. But, you know, where you're constantly running and you're stressed out, I don't like that. This game right here, I am really excited for this game. I will watch this really quick. This game looks amazing, dude. This right now is my most anticipated game. So badass, dude. Very cinematic. Bro, look at the flow. Look at the combat. Yeah, dude, that right there, this game right here is probably my most anticipated game. of all, like, of everything right now. I genuinely can't wait for that game. When I first saw that trailer, dude, it blew my mind. And of course, you're gonna have the haters that are gonna be like, "Oh, look at that! There's so many polygons up in the right-hand corner." I don't give a shit. I don't care what anybody says. That game looks amazing, and I genuinely cannot wait for it to come out. Shinobi is another game I'm pretty excited about. It's like a samurai Metroidvania, like in the style of the old school Ninja Gaidens. And it looks really fun and amazing. Clair Obscur is the next game to come out. We have 8 more days until Clair Obscur. I wasn't able to get my hands on a collector's edition, dude. They sold out fast. And actually, if it wasn't for Dom, I wouldn't even have known about this game. And, you know, so Dom, if you see this, you know, thank you, because this game looks amazing. And it's not my most anticipated game, but it definitely looks like it's going to be up there for my personal Game of the Year contender. Of course, Doom: The Dark Ages. I've got the collector's edition for that one coming. The Days Gone remastered. I don't know what's going on, because there's a $10 upgrade, and when I put my disc in, it doesn't allow me to select the $10 upgrade. So I don't know. I might not be playing this one, because I'm not going to pay $50 for a game I already own. And they say if you own a physical copy of the game, you should be able to do the $10 upgrade, and I don't know why I can't do that. It's not allowing me to purchase the $10 upgrade. Of course, everybody knows I'm super excited about Elden Ring Night Reign. Not my most anticipated Game of the Year, not even close. Like I said, I'm not really into Battle Royale games, and that's pretty much what this is. I don't care what Fighting Crybaby and all those other guys say. This is a Souls Royale. It's a PvPvE. Actually, no, sorry. It's not PvPvE. It's PV. I don't know. It's like a weird blend of PvE. It's like, you know, the timed PvE Battle Royale. Not even the Battle Royale, because you don't fight other people. It's like Fortnite meets Dark Souls without enemies. Without, like, you know, other, like, player enemies. Lost Soul aside, I'm really excited for this game. It looks very Devil May Cry meets Final Fantasy 16. And I really dig my Final Fantasy style games. Not so much the newer ones. Like, I'm not really into the old, because I feel like they're going more action adventure instead of RPG. Final Fantasy VII definitely was a step back to their original form. But, you know, I think what they're doing with like 15 and 16 and even 12 and 13 started to become more like action RPG than like turn-based. Mandragora, this game looks really cool. I downloaded the demo. I'm probably going to try it out this weekend. It looks like a lot of fun. It looks very, like, it looks like a very classic Metroidvania style game. No, I think what's going on with Days Gone is I have the physical copy, but I also have it in the PS Store because it was a free PS game like a year ago. And when I put the disc in, it reads it as the PlayStation Store version, and that's the only conclusion that I could come up with, because if you got it free from the PlayStation Store, you're not able to get the $10 upgrade. But I don't understand why I can't delete it from my library. It's kind of pissing me off because I own the physical copy. But even when I put the physical copy in, it still doesn't let me do it. So I'm going to have to call PlayStation and talk to them like I actually own the game. Shadow Labyrinth is a game that I'm super excited about. The reason why I'm excited about this game is because there's a show on Amazon Prime called The Next Level. And each episode is about 15 minutes long. And it's basically an individual artist take on certain video game universes throughout time. Like they did New World Eternum, they did Dungeons and Dragons, they did Armored Core, they did Mega Man, they did Pac-Man, you know, they did Space Marine, they did World of Warcraft, they did a lot of games. There's like 16 episodes. If you haven't watched it yet, I highly recommend you go and watch it. It's a really cool series. It's just an interesting take on a lot of different video game universes throughout time. And this is actually based off of the Pac-Man episode. So the Pac-Man episode was it was a very, very dark, macabre take on Pac-Man. Basically, this kid finds this gold orb that's like incredibly hungry, but it can't feed itself. So it manipulates the kid or the guy or whatever into catching food for it to help get it stronger. And then it gets to a point where all of a sudden it starts consuming everything, and ultimately the little boy or the person as well. Like, it's a wild ass take on Pac-Man. Very cool, very awesome. And this game right here is based off of that. So I'm really excited for this game. And then, of course, Ninja Gaiden Ragebound. This is back to classic 90s Ninja Gaiden form right here. Back to the 16 and 32-bit era of Ninja Gaiden. So I'm really excited for this. Dragon Quest 1 and 2 HD 2D remake. I have the third one, and I'm not gonna lie, I would like to wait for these two to come out before I hop back into the third one, just so I can go 1, 2, 3 and play all three of them. Onimusha is another game that I am incredibly excited for, but we still got a long way to go. This is probably my most anticipated game of next year, this and Duskblood, and I cannot wait for this game. I remember playing Onimusha way back in the day. Onimusha, Tenchu, and Bushido Blade, and some Dynasty Warriors. Like, I've always been into the Japanese style games, or like the Asian games in general, Chinese and Japanese and Korean. Like, I always dig the atmospheres that they have set up in them. I love Asian culture. I love Asian architecture. I think it's incredibly beautiful. And they have very diverse storytelling. I mean, they have storytelling that goes back 5,000 years, you know what I mean? So it's very, very deep and rich with content. So this kind of brings me back to my childhood and one of the few video games that I did play as a kid on like the PS1 and stuff like that. As well, not as like a young kid, but as an older kid. Because I didn't play too many. I played like Nintendo and Sega Master System when I was really young. And then I played a little bit of like the Genesis, like hanging out with friends at their houses. And I did have a Super Nintendo, but I had a Spider-Man game, I had a Super Mario World, and I had Wing Commander. Those are the only 3 games I had. And my mom rented like Home Improvement for me one time. But my cousin, my spoiled ass little brat cousin, got every console system that came out, like the little spoiled brat that he is. Onimusha was one of the games that he had, and whenever he wasn't around, I would always play whatever was laying around, and usually it was either Tenchu, Bushido Blade, Onimusha, Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic, stuff like that. Dragon Realms, I can't remember much about this game. I just thought it looked cool, and it reminded me of Century Age of Ashes. I'm not too excited about Mafia. I could take it or leave it. I earmarked it for you guys because I'm almost positive that you guys wanted to see me play this. Hell Is Us is a game that I'm really, really excited for. It looks awesome. It reminds me of like a cross between maybe like dude, I like almost like Call of Duty meets Remnant from the Ashes meets like Dolmen. You know what I mean? Like, or Scars Above. Something like that. But you can tell, like, it looked like there's scenes like this that you're like, whoa, come on, bro. That was inspired by some Elden Ring shit right there. Or, you know, this right here was inspired by some weird sci-fi shit. Like, it just looks like a really cool game. Outside of the fact that I don't think it is a Souls-like. It just looks, it has Souls-like elements. It looks like a really cool adventure game. Midnight Walk, I think this is just like Little Nightmares in VR. So, very Tim Burton-ish, very 90s Tim Burton-ish kind of gameplay. So we'll check that out. Little Nightmares 3, I would like to get through the first two before this comes out. I've heard they're really fun games. Crimson Desert is a game that I am really excited for. It looks amazing.
The continent of Pywell. A land soaked in blood.
I would like to get a group, if this is a multiplayer game, I would like to get a group of people together and get some shit going with that game, because this game looks badass. I'm not really a Borderlands guy. But I will get Borderlands 4 and play it for you guys. I've never really, like, I think I played 3 a little bit. I have them all. I've just never played them. I played a little bit of Tiny Tina's Wonderland, and I think I did the intro to Borderlands 3, and that's like the extent of my Borderlands. I don't like the art style. I think the art style is, I'm going to catch some shit for this. I think the art style is trash. It irritates me. That whole like shitty comic book look, I don't like it. It's very irritating, and the personalities in the game get under my skin as well. That's just my hot take. I don't really like Borderlands, dude. The games, the art style to me is garbage. The personalities in the game are too like ridiculously wild and over the top. Bro, it reminds me of like some adult Looney Tunes shit. You know what I mean? I need to hop back into this game. Ghost of Yotai, of course, I'm excited about this. I don't care what anybody says. You know what I mean? Sucker Punch is they've always delivered. And I don't care if it's fronted by a woman. I don't. That does not bother me at all whatsoever. You can go back through history. There were women who were samurais. In fact, all women were trained in combat, because when the men were out to war, who was left at home to protect the kids in the house? It was the women. So women were trained in combat, hand-to-hand combat. And so I don't even want to hear any woke shit about that. You guys very much well know I don't care if a game or a movie or a comic book is fronted by a woman. I just don't want it to be some Mary Sue bullshit where she goes and she talks to a teacher one time and all of a sudden she's the best one in the class. You know what I mean? And she's beating out dudes that have been doing this for 30 years. Like, that's the kind of shit that gets under my skin. You know what I mean? It's like they don't understand why we like the female protagonists that we do, like Sarah Connor, and I know I use those references a lot, but even look like Alita Battle Angel, or the movie Sucker Punch, dude. Like, anyway, Death Stranding 2, I would like to get through the first one. I have the collector's edition of this coming. The games look wild. I've just heard that they're incredibly large and they take forever to go through. They're basically just huge ass walking simulators. Atomfall, I've heard, only takes about 24 hours to platinum, so I would like to do that as well, because I mean, it does look like a cool ass game. And of course, you guys know that I have AI Limit that I would like to get through as well. Cassette Boy, I don't know why I keep talking about this game. There's just something about this game, dude, that brings me back to playing Game Boy. Like borrowing, my friend let me use his Game Boy back in the 90s, and just being in awe that I was playing video games not connected to a TV, and just being able, like, wishing I could afford one. But I don't know why. There's just something about this game that really catches my eye, dude, and I don't know what it is. I really like the cover art, dude. The cover art is incredibly beautiful to me for some reason. Ballad of Antara is another game that I am really excited for. This game looks wildly insane, dude. If you haven't checked this game out, check this game out, because it looks amazing.
Feuds. I have seen the miracles you so claim. Until the towering shadows.
Hold on.
Vanished into the mist.
I pray for their grace, but all that came were inferior shades.
Look at that art, dude. Dude, that is just amazing, dude. Look how beautiful that is.
Why do we have to bear the consequences of such power?
Time. War. Mortality. These essences shall not fall into your treacherous hands.
The combat looks incredibly diverse too. That's another thing that really caught my eye about this game, is the fact that it seems to be you can play multiple different people. They all look like fixed characters because you see them in different scenes. You don't see like a hodgepodge of different people wearing different armor and stuff like that. You pretty much see the same people throughout the entire preview. So I'm guessing that it's maybe like a Devil May Cry 5, or what's the newest Devil May Cry, where you bounce back and forth between like V and Nero and Dante and Virgil and all that shit.
Wayward emissaries, grant us the
Or maybe it's like a couch co-op or something.
and miracles, rain fire from above.
Dude, this game looks very like Egyptian god-inspired type stuff here. Like there's what's his name, Ra.
Wayward emissaries,
Yeah, that thing, whatever that is, the bird demons. I don't know, for some reason I think of like Egyptian afterlife. I don't know why.
desolate flame. Jesus,
Or it could be Asian. I don't know, dude.
Remember.
I don't know. Us Americans aren't really taught much in school at an early age. You got to go to college and shit if you want to learn more advanced stuff. Ballad of Antara. So it doesn't have a release date yet, but it says 2025, and that's pretty much it for now. So I mean, that's gonna be like the next 6 to 9 months right there, and I am super, and for new releases anyway. I'm trying to figure out a healthy balance of getting like new release gameplay, as well as I would also like to shed light on older games as well, because I think that there is a lot of life in older games, and I don't think older games get enough attention, and I don't think that older games get a lot of the respect that they deserve. Unless you see like a remake or a remaster or something like that, there's a lot of stuff that doesn't get the proper attention. Like I would love to be able to go back through and even play shit like Destiny 1 again. I think that would be amazing. Or to be able to go back and play The Adventures of Spider-Man from Super Nintendo. I wish that these gaming companies would provide a way for us to have easier access to older titles. And I mean, it's not like they couldn't make money on it. Like, I think Nintendo is on to something. A lot of people talk shit about Nintendo, but I think that they're actually on to something with their, like, the Nintendo subscription service and the 64 subscription service. I think that they're awesome. And I understand that they're not going to be free. You know what I mean? That bugs me when people are like, this should be free. No, the fuck it shouldn't. If you want it to be free, take your happy ass out, go buy a fucking Super Nintendo, find a physical copy of the game, and plug it up to a TV that'll take the connections. Like, bro, come on, you gotta understand that these people need to make money too. I'm not saying that they should be charging like $50 a month or anything, but if they're charging like $10 a month or like $50 a year for like the entire NES library, like, bro, that's not that much. Like, how often are you actually sitting down and playing Super Mario, dude? Like, I think it's a wonderful opportunity for those of the people that don't have access to older systems. Anyway, I think it's as good as we're gonna get, but I just kind of wanted to go over those just so people know what's coming up on the channel. The very next thing that's coming up is Claire Obscure. I do need to get into AI Limit and knock out Atomfall as well, and finish Assassin's Creed Shadow. And yes, I am going to finish Assassin's Creed Shadow. I have the collector's edition, so I'm going to get through it. But with that being said, I'm going to hop out of here. I want to thank all you guys for stopping by. And my boys have class tomorrow, so I don't know how much. We won't be back until like 6 o'clock. And I will try to get some where is it? Infamous Second Son. I will try to get some Infamous Second Son in tomorrow before I dude, this Khazan is just sucking up all my time. Like, I like the game, but look, dude, I'm only 70% done, and I'm like at 70 hours. So, but until next time, you guys all have an amazing, wonderful, happy, and safe Tuesday night, and hopefully I will see you